welcome each and every one of you to episode number 7 of my run through Resident Evil 4. Oh, we found a red herb. That's quite nice. Can put that into that thing. And we also have a problem with our storage again. Yay. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see. Nope. I think I just going to not take those pistol ammunition with me. I mean, I could reload my TMP, and by that I would make enough place for that for the pistol ammunition, but that's not worth it because I wanna refill my ammunition on the TMP by upgrading the maximum capacity of it. So what's going to happen now is outside there are some enemies, as you can see, but you can kill most of them by just going here and shooting at that thing. That actually kills really the most of them. So these guys with the torches try to do that attack where they spit fire at you. If they do that, you can just shoot them anywhere. It doesn't matter if you hit them in the head or somewhere. As long as you hit them, they will burn themselves, and that is most of the time an insta-kill. At least at normal. At the profi difficulty, it's not so easy to kill them anymore. So let me talk a little bit about what we did last episode. Last episode we have killed a boss. It was the so-called El Gigante. And we also got Ashley out of the church, and we got a glance at the main antagonist of this game, Osmond Saddler. Osmond Saddler was that creepy guy with his staff and his, like, robe, and yeah. He's the leader of the Los Illuminados, which is this crazy religion that injects those parasites in their... the members of their religion inject those parasites into their own bodies and stuff like that. So let's see if we can upgrade our TMP right now.
Got some rare.
Oh, some new stuff to buy, as well as a little bit more upgrades.
Is that all? Thank you.
So let's see. We still need one more cat's eye, and we need 2 more gems.
What are you buying?
The Red 9. I think I'm going to take the Red 9 as my main pistol at this run. Usually I take the Blacktail, but actually the Red 9 is pretty red. So the Red 9 got this drawback that you need this thing so you get better aim for it. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sell my pistol.
What are you selling?
My handgun. Sell that thing.
Thank you. What are
Now
you
I'm going
buying?
to buy the Punisher. Put it in the place of my former gun. And now I will sell the Punisher. That's 10,000 more.
What are you
We got the
buying?
Punisher for nothing. Now the Punisher costs 20,000. And what we're doing now is we're going to buy the Red 9. And it doesn't fit into our inventory because it is generally a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to
What are you selling?
sell 1 flash
Is that all?
grenade.
Thank you.
And
What are you
now I'm going to
buying?
buy the Red 9. Put it into our inventory. Putting that thing there. And now we can tune up a little bit. I am going to upgrade the maximum capacity as well as the damage of our
What are you
TMP,
buying?
and now I'm going to upgrade the Red 9 in every category. It's a little bit it's not efficient, what I just did wasn't efficient at all. So I just upgraded my Red 9 at every category, including... So I'm just checking so that I don't have missed any treasures, and it looks like I did not miss any of them. So that blue thing there is like the last missing blue metal, but it doesn't have any effect. I think, as I have to go this way there anyway now, I'm just going to show you where that is. So I wanted to say why the thing I just did wasn't efficient at all. I'm going to use the Red 9 now. So the Red 9 is a little bit slower and it got a lot of drawback, so it's harder to shoot multiple shots one after another without missing your enemies. But yeah, I think we can get along with that. Most of the time we don't shoot rapidly anyway. Oh, I accidentally shot just now. So what I wanted to say is, it's not efficient, which I just did, because if you buy the gun, at first it is basically at maximum ammunition. So I had 10 shots inside of my gun already, and I still upgraded my capacity, so I can now put... I had like 8 there before, I think, and now 10 fit in there. So and it would have been efficient if I would have left the capacity upgrade open and would have used it later on when I just emptied my gun already. So now I triggered this, what I talked about earlier. The items in this, like, there's a new item placement now, so it's actually beneficial to check out all the buildings again. That is a little bit like, it's a little bit similar to backtracking, not exactly, because you have to go to this place anyway, but yeah, you were in all the buildings already, so it is a little bit like backtracking just now. So most likely we won't be able to take everything we find with us, I think, as our inventory is already almost full. And there are still 3 buildings left, where I'm pretty sure that there's some items inside of them. So, like, one thing that is really cool about the gun I just bought, the Red 9, is I'm just going to combine that with this thing, and like that. We just got some more rounds. So one of the benefits of this weapon compared to other hand cannons is the pure damage output. That's like the one and only big benefit you get from this weapon. It deals a lot of damage. So you have like a lower maximum capacity of rounds you can put into the Red 9 compared with other hand cannons in this game, and it also shoots a little bit slower, and you have a little bit higher reload time, and it also takes more place in your inventory. But the damage output is, if I'm not completely stupid right now, is the highest of all the hand cannons in the game. Which is meaning something. So we still have to go up here. So this is a pretty good trick right there. Going up here will make Ashley as well come up here. If she's fast enough. I'm pretty sure she is. So, and actually the enemies don't come up here. Now we jump down, and as I told earlier, Ashley is too stupid to use ladders. Therefore she won't come down there by her own. And by doing that, we make it impossible for her to screw this up, because especially if you are fighting some enemies, Ashley can be extremely annoying to deal with, as she can get hit by enemies and she has way lower health than you, so she dies pretty quick sometimes. Also, enemies can try to kidnap her. In that case, they will like pick her up and try to drag her to the closest exit of the area you're in. And yeah, if that happens, that's basically an insta-kill. Technically it's an insta-kill. I mean, they didn't really kill anyone, but technically it's an insta-kill, and yeah, you don't want that to happen, obviously.
Where are you going, Leon?
So, I mean, even though it's annoying to deal with her generally, it's also annoying to just put her back and clear the area without her, because she keeps asking where we are going, even though we only cleared the area so she doesn't fuck up. Now I fucked up. That's another thing that happens a lot if you go through this area. Ashley will trigger those traps if you try to run through this pretty often. So I just missed that one trap. That was entirely my fault. But apparently Ashley likes to fuck this up as well. A lot.
Where are you going, Leon?
So I think now we're going to take her back down. There's like another pretty funny thing. I think you can get even more items out of that. Now we also could go back to that little swamp area that was right in front of the Lago, I think. Let me take a look at the map and look for that. I think it's this area. Yeah, this it is. This area right here. We could go here again. We can actually reach it right now. I'm not entirely sure which was the right path to take it. I think to get there, I think even though this door is red right now, we can pass it. Or we should have earlier taken the route to the side and could have went there again. Anyways, there is a way to get to this area again after there are new enemies and new items, and like that you can get a lot of loot. But I won't even try it on this run, because yeah, that kinda takes a while, because you have to run a lot around to get there. It's pretty far away from where we have to go, and you don't ever have to go back there again. So, let's read this note. Sarah and the third party. The whereabouts of Sarah are still unknown. Most likely he's using an old secret passage taught to him by his grandfather, who used to hunt in the region long ago. I'm pretty certain that he's hiding our property somewhere in the forest. If his grandfather was still alive, I would have used him to find Sarah. But how did he find out about the egg injected into his body? And the fact that he was able to remove it before it hatched is concerning. Another factor that concerns me is that Sarah escaped with our property just before the American agent arrived. I don't believe that was a coincidence. There has to be another player involved in this. In order to settle this whole situation, we have to capture Zero and wait for the effect of the drug to wear off before we inject him with another egg. Once this is done, whoever is behind all of this will surface. Nobody shall interfere with our plans. Those who do shall suffer severe consequences. So yeah. They're always talking about this third party, and I mean, we already saw another character. That was Ada, the woman that shot at Mendes when we were in his bedroom. So that one is a parasite, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I mean, I did just a pretty good work to kill the parasite like that. What's wrong with that guy? So, but apparently I missed completely out that there was an enemy very close by. So, there's another parasite. That one's pretty stupid. That's always there, and it kinda does nothing there. I think I'm going to use this right now to extend our health bar a little bit more. And now I'm going to swap to my Red 9 again. And I'm going to start to loot this place a little bit. So there are still some enemies, but not a lot. So I think the guy that was up there is still there and still trying to throw stuff at me. It's really unfortunate that the enemies aren't able to actually walk into those traps. I think that would have been a pretty funny thing, so if we would be able to use the traps to our advantage, because shooting at them is fast, but not really worth it, as you usually want to save your ammunition as good as possible. And at the same time, knifing them may be pretty efficient, but it's kinda annoying to do, because you have to stay really close to that, and you can't move while you pull out your knife, so that's kinda a little bit annoying to do. So I just saw, there it is. See, there's the 15th medal. So I'm going to drop down here now. And I'm going to shoot that guy so he doesn't get up to Ashley. And now I'm going to knife him. I think that's the last one. So I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to get Ashley. So if we try to look under her skirt while she's at an area above us, she actually will comment on that and calling us a pervert, stuff like that. Pretty funny little like joke they implemented into this game. So now we have Ashley. She can help us to open up this door. So, and now the door's opened. Here's this guy. We're going to talk to him. I don't think that
what are you selling?
he got any really like new stuff that
Thank you.
no, he got nothing new.
What are you
But
buying?
I'm thinking of taking... I try to get along without taking this. So, this episode is almost over. Right now, we're about to witness one of the hardest parts of the game, in my opinion. Especially on the higher difficulty, this part is really obnoxious. This is like another siege mission.
Leon, I have some bad news.
I'd rather not hear it.
Well, I'm afraid I have to tell you anyway. We've lost contact with the chopper. Someone must have shot it down, though we can't determine who.
Great.
We're prepping another chopper for you. Meanwhile, I want you to head towards the extraction point.
Got it.
So, over there's a building. And now there's a huge horde of Granados chasing us from all sides. So we actually ran into this building, barricade ourselves inside of there, and we have to survive the siege. And this part actually is pretty hard.
Leon! Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Never mind. There's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
Look!
Ashley, upstairs.
Okay, it's game time.
So, like my best strategy for this part is to like seal 2 of the 3 windows we got here and actually open up the last one myself. We can let loose, do a lot of work right here. We can take the time, loot a little bit stuff in the house, because as long as there's only one opening, Lewis is pretty good at defending that. The reason we let one open right now is as soon as the first other thing opens up and enemies come in, we can close this one, and then we don't have to deal with 3 open windows immediately. I think, no. Not open yet. So now it's getting a little bit tough in here, so Lewis actually can't die from fighting the enemies. So now that there are multiple parasites, I might just wanna drop down this thing. So, as I told before, you just could see it. As I threw the flash grenade, actually all the parasites died. So right now I wanna oh shit, I'm actually pretty low right now. Oh shit, I think I'm dead. So I have to leave that stuff down there. I kinda don't want that, but I pretty much have to. just hiding in there. I'm going to now mix those two things up and just use it. And I'm going to throw the grenade immediately. And now I'm going to take out the TMP, as that is basically my strongest weapon right now.
Man, this never ends.
I still have this. I still got the. Now I have another flash grenade and a fire grenade. So you see, there are a lot of enemies here. I'm just going to pull out that thing right now. So, again, a lot of parasites. Therefore, I'm going to throw a flash grenade. If I'm not mistaken completely, actually, parasites have a higher chance of dropping you money, or like a higher chance of dropping you a little bit higher amounts of money. So I can knock down the ladders, which is nice. I'm going to do that a little bit just to get more time. Another parasite just broke out there. I'm going to use that thing to shoot that parasite. And now I'm switching back to that thing. Because of the nice AoE damage I have with that. And it's done. They are leaving. And we managed to survive. Actually pretty close. I had no healing items
Looks like
left.
they're backing
No
off.
more healing items
So?
left.
What do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out. So I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Louis.
So, we managed to do the complete chapter 2-3. No, the chapter 2-2, the next chapters, chapter 2-3. Yeah, I think that was pretty successful. I mean, the progress wasn't too big, but we were able to pick up a lot of loot. And I have chosen which hand cannon I'm going to use. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to see you in the next episode. Bye.